We pulled up, and of course, like everyone says, you're like, no. This is next to a giant monster golf place with a giant picture of fangs and teeth and scary trees, and no, I don't want to go to church here. This is weird. And I was like, I said to him, like, I don't think I'm going to like it here. He's like, stop, don't prejudge. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like it here. And we walked in, and I was like, oh, okay, this kind of looks like a church. Okay. And then I felt better. And then the minute I heard the music, I was just like, started crying, just got super emotional. At the end, after Scotty talked and everything, I was like, that was pretty cool. And we talked about it on the way home, and he's like, what'd you think? What'd you get out of it? And, you know, we kind of talked a little bit, and I didn't have any of that before. So that was the thing, like I had to learn how to have the faith, learn how to have belief in God, because I learned about God when I was growing up. I knew who he was. We read the Bible. We did all that, but I never had the connection. I never felt like it was real. I never felt like it was true, any of that. And so coming here, I've gradually felt more and more towards those feelings. I still don't 100% feel that way. I'm still working on it, but I do have a lot more faith than I ever did before. It just took time, and it took a comfort level where I felt comfortable enough to just get up and try. Just get up and do it. I would just sit here when Travis did. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go up. I don't know what prayer I'm supposed to say. If I'm supposed to, like, say a certain prayer or just pray for myself. Like, I didn't know anything. So I just kind of do it how I want to do it. And it was hard because I didn't have the parents growing up they both tried to work their angles. So I was always torn, like trying to please, you know, her on Sundays and just going and doing fun family things, and then on Sundays with him, like we couldn't do anything but church for 3 hours, and so it was hard trying to find out who I was faith-wise and daughter of God-wise and all of that. It was hard to feel like I knew where that was until I came here. My dad was LDS and converted my mom when they were, I think she had just gotten out of high school. She was a senior when he had just graduated, and so he went to her prom, and they fell in love, and then they ended up converting. She converted, got married right away, had me pretty quick after that, which is kind of the Mormon thing to do, is have kids basically right after. And then they were married 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years, had my brother and I, and then she was just like, I'm done. I'm done with you, I'm done with this religion, I'm done with all of it, like I don't want to be a part of it. So she kicked him out of the house. I still remember that day. I remember him standing out on the patio. And she was just like, I'm done. So he left, and she never was Mormon again, and I grew up with a non-Mormon mom and a Mormon dad, which it's a very hard, strict religion to have two complete polar opposite parents. So when I was at my mom's, I was allowed to do all this stuff. When I was at my dad's, I couldn't do anything. So I grew up for a long time not knowing who I was, because I was trying to please both of them, and they were so different that I couldn't figure out what I wanted, and it turned me away. And so I stopped going to church, stopped believing in God, stopped believing in everything. I was like, I'm so done with everything. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to live where I am now, and I'm not going to worry about anything else, because I was so turned off by everything. And then I found here, and it's just kind of changed me. That first time was like huge. I mean, that was a huge deal breaker right there. Mm. That pushed me past the I'm not going to like it, I'm not going to do it to, and just kind of sitting there and just giving it a chance. It took a long time for me to get to the point where I was like, I want to be there. It took at least 1.5 years. It took till I started going to small group that I wanted to be here. So it was crazy going from Mormon to nothing to here, and I still have a lot of work to do, but I feel more confident now with my beliefs and everything that I have in a really, really long time, if not ever.